Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and I'm back today with another video on how we can use up our pattern papers, maybe offcuts, scraps and stuff. I keep some of them in here, just all different bits. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got a 5x7 card here. So I've got a black piece, and then this is what will end up being the top of the card, which is just slightly smaller. So I think we'll do maybe a Valentine's type card. I've got two pieces of paper here. It doesn't really matter what the measure, because we're gonna basically just stick this here, and then I'm gonna have this right next to it here. So I've got some glue, get that pattern the right way though actually. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on this paper here, and I'm just going to stick it about there. And if I need more glue, I'll put a bit on there. And then I'm going to take my scissors, and all I'm going to do is just carefully cut this away. And then I'm going to take this piece, and I want this here. So I want some, I can put glue on here really. And then I'm going to turn that round, and I'm going to do the same thing. And that's so easy to make a card like that. And then I'm going to glue this on here. I'd stamped some little sentiments before. I don't know where I put them. I'll put one here. It just says hello love. I just cut it out with a little scallop and a circle. So anyway, I'm going to put this on my 5x7. So easy, but it looks very effective. Now another one, what else you could do is I've got these is actually from a 6x6 paper pad, the same one, and then I've got like the same pad for all four of these. I've got another piece of paper here. And what I'm going to do this time is sort of the same thing. So I'm going to have this first one about here. I'll just put that there for now. Have that there. And then trim this off. Bit more glue on here. And then I'm going to take this piece, but when I put this down I want to keep a small little gap. So I'm going to go here, but as I said, I want to keep a gap. So just try and keep the gap consistent. Okay, again I'm going to cut this away, and you can keep these bits for other cards. Right, I've got that, bit of glue on there. And then these other pieces, so I've got this flowery piece here, but I want to take this further along. Again, I want to try and keep the same width of the gap if I can. I mean, you could draw a little pencil line around that, it's up to you. Let's put that on there for now. So I want this to come over. So you really only need really small little bits of paper for these. That's alright. And then the other little bit is these butterflies, which I'm going to have just there. So a bit of glue. Just see what I mean? It's just so easy, but it looks really, really nice. And probably looks a lot harder than it is actually. And as I said, keep these because you can use these for other cards. And then I've got a black piece of card again, which is just slightly bigger. Just going to trim that one a bit more there. Just grab a sentiment or something to stamp one with. So I've done a little sentiment. Bit sad actually, the S is damaged really, I don't know, and I can't take it back because I got this in America, so never mind. So I've done that, and I've just put it on a bit of black card, and I'm going to have it there, but I'm going to put some of this twine underneath it, just a little bit. There we go. So try that with your papers because I think it gives a lovely, really lovely, pretty looking card there. So we shall move on to another. Alright, I have another one. This is a good way to use up like little strips of paper and stuff. So I've grabbed some pieces of paper out that scrap bag that I have, and all I'm going to do is really just sort of put them in the trimmer and just sort of, I'll show you what I mean, just cut like sort of little angled strips from it, just using, you know, the scraps that I've got. Showing you really, you know, sort of how I'm cutting them. Not really any particular way, just sort of on an angle really. So just that type of thing. So I've got a few here that I've already done. I might need to do some more, I don't know. So I've got a piece of card. This is pretty thin. I don't know, maybe it's 120 GSM, something like that. And I've got a double-sided adhesive sheet. And I'm going to peel it off. And I'm just going to stick it on to this piece of card here. I'm going to peel the other backing off, the other layer. Actually, what I'm going to do is just peel like a bit of it off just as I go. And I'm going to take these strips and I'm just going to put them down. And just put them like, you know, right up to each other. Just see what I mean, and just keep working along with the strips that I've cut. So that's what we've got now. And then let's just say I want to do a 5x5 card, so I can cut this down to say, well, I'll just trim this off level first. Get that bit under there. That's basically going to be your card. You can have it any way you like, depends what sort of patterns you've used, but if I trim it to say 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, that one again. But I did one here as well. This is a one I did with the other scraps that I'd used at first, and I just put it on a mat I did on a black piece of card. But this is a great way to use up little scraps because you don't need any dies, just cut them anyway. And as I said, you can have the card, you can have it anyway, it depends, you know, sort of what patterns you've used. So I'll make something into these two, with these two, and I'll be back. So the one we've just done, I just put, I can't remember where I got up to on the video, but I just put some little sentiments on, and these were some ones I'd made before that. So yes, I really like them, good way for using scraps up. So I've took just a piece of paper that was in my sort of scrap offcut bag, and I've cut a circle out. I haven't got a ruler handy, but this is going to be a 5x7 card, so I've cut these two pieces slightly smaller than the 5x7. So I want the circle to probably be there because we're going to make a sort of a balloon with it, and I think for, you know, like the little bit of your balloon, I'm just going to cut a little bit of this paper. It's probably too much, and I'm just going to cut it like, just like that, and that can be a sort of bit of the balloon because I've got a little bow for it anyway, so it can hide it. But before we do that, I've got this cloud sort of die, and I've just cut it out of a bit of paper because we're going to make some of our own sort of clouds. So I'm going to put that on there, and I've got a little brush and some tumbled glass, and I'm just going to do some little clouds. That'll do. You can sort of just like tilt them if you want, just so it gives, just so it doesn't look, you know, like straight sort of lines. There we go. So we've made some clouds. I mean, you could just put a couple on it, it's up to you. So I've got what's going to be this balloon here. So I'm going to stick this on. About there. Actually, I want to put my little piece that I did just underneath it really, so I wanted it about here, but this glue sticks so quick. Might I get it there? Yeah, that'll do. And then I can just trim this off. So now that looks like a little balloon floating around. It's just a piece of scrap paper. And then I'm just going to draw my little sort of wiggly line with a fine liner, I think. I hope I don't ruin it, but all you can do is try. That'll do. That's not too bad. So I'm going to pop this on here. I'm just going to dig a sentiment and I'll be back. I changed my mind with this. I had some pieces of like vellum in the scrap thing, so I've used that same die and cut a piece of vellum. Now if I had realised I was going to do this first, I would have tucked the vellum behind there, but I've stuck it on now, so I'll just tuck it behind the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to stamp "Believe in yourself, chase your dreams." I'm going to have it, where am I going to have it? Yeah, about here, I think. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to heat emboss it with some silver embossing powder. So if I get where I want this, so I want it about Hopefully I'll get this right. Looks okay. Could have been a bit straighter, but it'll do. So I'll heat emboss that and I will be back. So there we go, I've just glued that round here. And then I'm gonna just put it on the card, and that's basically it. So you can make some like balloons and stuff with your pieces of leftover paper or whatever. You could even make a few, like you could do one with, you know, a couple of balloons on. And I've got some little enamel dots. I'm going to put just a few of these about. Isn't that so sweet? So let's move on to another one. Right, so this next one is, you can do it a couple of ways. So what I've done is I've took these sort of scrap bits here, and how I've got them is, you will need bigger pieces for this, but I've took a square die, and you could cut a square die out and then you can just cut them like this, so you have a sort of L shape, or just take a scrap or an offcut, whatever you want to call it, and cut it out like that, so you're keeping the sort of L shape. I've cut a few of these out in a sort of Valentine love theme. Let me just sort my card out. So this will go on a 5x7 card, and then I'm just going to decide where I want them. So I want to sort of have them just sort of this shape, like, well, sort of this placement like this. I'm just going to put some glue on. And just start and glue them on. Just like that. And then I could pick this one here, will go there. Now I might just put a bit of glue on here. And you can just turn it around and trim them off. I think that looks really nice. And then I'm just going to grab a sentiment. So that's that. I've cut a black layer to go underneath. Let's put that on there. Then I've got a 5x7 card. here. And then I've cut out hugs and kisses. I'm going to put that there. No, just in the middle. I've got some enamel dots here. Put that one there. There we go. I really like that one actually. So we will move on to another. Okay, so I've got one last one. We're going to make a sort of quilt type card. This is great for little scraps of paper. They measure 1 1/4 inches square, and I've cut on me quite a few out, probably too many. So I've got a 5 by 5 piece of card here, and I'm going to mark at every 1 1/4 inch. So it would be 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and then 3 3/4. So you're marking it at 3 places. 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 3 3/4. Just do that on all 4 sides. And then when you've done that, you're going to join these up and you're going to make a grid. You should have 4, 8, 12, 16 boxes. So what you're going to do, take your ruler. So you've got your box, and what you're going to do is you are going to go from here to there, and you're going to go from this box to the corner. So you've just made a triangle. Then again up, then down. So you've got that. You're going to miss this box here, but from the next box you're going to go from here to this middle line, and you're just going to draw a straight line across. And the same here. And then that is basically your heart. So you're not going to do anything with these. This is just your heart in here, because we're actually going to cut these away in a minute when we've done this. So I've got the 1 1/4 inch square pieces of paper, and you can put them in your trimmer if you want, or use a ruler and a knife, but I'm just going to eyeball them and cut them in half like so. Diagonally, of course, as we need triangles. And I've picked 3 different patterns, but you could pick whatever you want. So I'll start sticking a few of these on. It's really easy, just glue them on and you'll get this beautiful sort of patchwork heart. Now actually I should have told you, if you want to do more triangles, we're going to go from here to here. Then we're going to go here to here. Here to here. And then the same here. Because if you wanted to, you could just put, you know, like square pieces in them if you wanted to. And then same here, follow here and here. Okay, so that's basically them all divided up into triangles. So I'll probably just speed this up or come back when I've got them all stuck in. Okay, so that's it. That is so pretty. And if you wanted to, you could have put, you know, like the green there, the green there, the green there, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to follow that if you don't want to. Then I'm going to completely cut these ones away. There we go. Now what you could actually do, if you have a sewing machine, you could actually sew all around here, and I think that would look beautiful. So then what I've done is I've got a card here, a 6x6, just cut a bit of patterned paper, then I've used an embossing folder, and I'm gonna, I think I'm going to use foam pads on there actually. Pop that on there. I'll just get a sentiment and I'll be back. Right, I just put on Celebrate You. I like that. I like that it's not just flat. And it would look beautiful with stitching. So we've got that one. We get the other ones we did. So we did these sort of different paper style ones. We've got the little scrap ones. We've got the balloon, and I love this one with the stitch square sort of corners. So hope you like them. They'll be all on my blog, and I will be back again soon with another video. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.